It's Online Biz Real Talk today, and we have an incredible subject for you with some incredible business partners all over the world, which I am so honored for them to be our special guest today. Thank you all for sharing your time today to give everybody, which is our subject, the best tips to succeed as an entrepreneur. So we're going fully out today on giving you the best tips. I think this is an incredible subject. I love this subject. I love the word entrepreneur. It was so very difficult for me to spell when I first became an entrepreneur, but now I can spell it. So I absolutely love this word. It just brings out, so many different thoughts in my mind of successful people, Grant Cardone, Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki. I think about all the entrepreneurs all over the world, and then I think about us, and we're entrepreneurs too, and we have the same potential as these billionaires and millionaires all over the world. We have the same potential to be that. We just have to believe in ourselves and have that entrepreneur mindset. So please stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. And we're also going to give you a free gift at the end. So stay tuned. So thank you all for joining. And to all those who are watching, we do these on a regular basis, these online biz real talks, so we can give you some insight into the online world and what we're doing and how you can do the same. So without further ado, let me bring in my business partners from all over the world. We have a full house tonight. So hi everyone, and we're going to go first to the lovely Leanne. Leanne, why don't you introduce yourself for us and tell us what is the best tips for succeeding as an entrepreneur?
Hi everyone, I'm Lian. I live in Toronto, Canada. I'm a mother of two children, 20 children, and a stay-at-home mother, and now, of course, also a digital entrepreneur. Yep. So because I still want to be with my children, witness their milestones. Yet, no, is budget is tight. That's why I was looking for something to do to be able to take care of my children while earning money, and that's when I discovered this digital opportunity. So now, why do I do this? Is because I'm going to share with all the best tips to succeed as an entrepreneur. Now, one of the things, okay, I'll just name two things. One is continuous learning, because the world is always changing, trend is always changing. We must be willing to absorb new things, learn new things all the time. Because if you are stuck in one area and you never change, you'll be left behind by the society, by whatever there's out there, especially when it comes to the digital world. It's changing so fast, not like it used to be. In the olden days, I think it take 2-3 years for the digital world to change. Now it's every minute, every year, every month, things may just change. So you must be open to continuous learning. Never think that that's the end. I've learned enough. Okay, and that's what this is something good about our digital business. There's continuous learning all the time, and you get updated learning free of charge once you join in. Then the next thing I say is resilience. That's very important, because this is not a get rich scheme. So you go expect today I join, tomorrow I'm successful. If I tell you that, I'm a crook. There's no such thing as free lunch on earth. You must put in the efforts to receive fruits. This law will never change. And if you look at those famous entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, all this, they go through their entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship ups and lows. It's never one straight line, go all the way smooth. It will go up, you'll come down like a roller coaster. So you must have resilience to wait for that moment to come. And when that certain moments come, it may dip. So you must have resilience to go through all the downs and all the highs, even, because highs doesn't mean you go high all the while. And it takes time to succeed. As I said, it takes time to succeed. So you must stay. Whenever you feel down, you mustn't quit. Because sometimes the next success could be just around the corner. Just like this Thomas Edison, he failed 10,000 times before he made the bulb successful. If he failed 10,000 times and he stopped, can you imagine there's no lights now? Yep, okay, back to you, Jaja. That's all I'll say.
Wow, I love that, Leanne. I love that. I love that. I love that. It was amazing. And you're so right, about being resilient. Children are so resilient, right? They're so fearless. They just get up and go. Or I watch my kids. Like they do such mean things to each other, and the next minute they're friends. And I still want to kill them. I'm like, oh, they're getting on my nerves so bad. And hours went by and I'm looking at them in the corner of my eye. But then they're playing. They wind up killing each other, making a big ruckus in the house, and they're all fun. And I'm the one with my hair up like a rat's nest looking at them like, oh, these kids drove me nuts today. But that's the way we have to be resilient. We can't sit there for hours mad at something, or thinking, wow, we did such a terrible thing today. I didn't succeed. I didn't cut that sale. I didn't post enough, because that's what we do as online business owners. Honestly, it's pretty easy, but sometimes we can be hard on ourselves. So being resilient is definitely a very big key to success, and continuously learning and growing. And if we didn't have that in our online business community, if we didn't have that, constant growth and relearning, and because we're always updating, we're like, oh my goodness, this ain't working now. Because me as a coach, I'm helping so many people, and I'm like, something went wrong in this link. This not working anymore. This training for all my business partners, like, we need to update it. So that's my job, to go in there and be like, we need to update this, we need to do this, we need to do this. So we're constantly growing. And that's the thing about this online business. It's tested and trialed, and you have people that are, super successful, that are constantly going through these steps on a daily basis, that they catch if anything went wrong and that needs to be updated, because the online world and everything is growing at an exponential rate. So we catch it, and then when you come in and you start, you're like, okay, this is already fixed. Like, everything seems perfect, but you don't know that we caught it, and we're updating and we're fixing things. So learning and growing and being resilient. Thank you, Leanne. God bless you. So Paulo, why don't you go ahead for us? I'm sure you have something really good to talk about. I have a really good feeling. So introduce yourself and tell us some tips on being a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Paulo Perlez. I was born in the Philippines, grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and live here in Vancouver, British Columbia. And I've been nursing for over 2 decades now. Worked in many sectors of nursing, and I got into this business because I burnt out twice in my career. Pretty much the worst experience you can ever experience in any sort of job. And so I started this business 6 years ago. I'm glad I came across it because it's changed my life for the better, in a sense of creating a light at the end of the tunnel, and also improving my personal development. And switching from so I kind of already had sort of like a growth mindset with my job and sort of autonomy, because I worked. So like my current job, I work as a clinical trials oncology nurse, and we don't have a manager telling us what to do. Anytime a new clinical trial comes to our center, we as a nurse have to figure out, work with the accounting department, the contracts people. We have to create contracts with Vancouver General Hospital for labs. We have to look through the protocol and like create these pre-printed orders. So we do a lot of things on our own without people telling us what to do. So I use that skill set to transfer over to this business. But learning marketing was something out of my realm. Like, I had no idea how to market. I knew how to post normally on social media for personal reasons, but not from a business perspective. And so just to add on to Leanne's growth mindset, the constant learning is awesome, because our training is step by step, and it's video-based training. I learned from the video-based training. Plus, I also learned from our weekly masterminds. Like, our mastermind this week was talking about dissecting ads, like how to make your ad work better on Facebook and on YouTube, and what you can do to tweak things so that you can use your ad budget more wisely, versus just kind of using it and then kind of like testing it out without getting very specific with your ads. So those are things that I learned this week that I'm actually going to apply to my current ads. And so just to add to that, just consistent learning that we get every time with this business. Other things that I got, other tips that I can suggest is just effective time management. So this is something that I really took from my nursing skill, and like just being so OCD with my current position, that I use it for this position where I actually schedule things in my calendar. So I have an iPhone. I use the calendar feature quite often. I schedule when I'm going to be doing these live business chats, or when I'm going to be working on my business and posts, creating infographics, doing, this weekend I'm going to be editing videos that I created in Australia when I was in Sydney, traveling there for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be doing that all this weekend. And so along with effective time management, it's also taking away my time from things that are not useful, such as like watching Netflix, watching movies, just doing needless things that don't actually benefit me in the long run. And then the other last thing is just consistency. So being consistent, showing up on your business page, posting on your business page every day. I post multiple times on my business pages and on stories to show people that I am who I am, to build that trust like factor, so people who are following me know that I'm a real person, because I want to help people know that what we're offering is not a scam, because that's what we always get as online entrepreneurs who are people who are looking into this business, is like, is this a scam? Is this legit? And so that's the reason why we do these live business chats, why we post on our business pages every day, why we connect with people and answer questions as much as possible, so that we can help people do their due diligence and look in this business. And so those are tips that I've used over the years to become successful in this business. And I'm hoping this will help future entrepreneurs or people who are looking to jump in this business can use these sort of tips. And yeah, that's it. I'll pass it back to Georgia, because I know there's a few other things I can I can talk about, but I'll pass it on to the others because I'm sure they will talk about it as well.
Definitely, Paulo. And yeah, if you like, you can mention those few things. I'd like to comment a little bit on what you said. But do mention it quickly. That's totally fine.
Yeah, the other ones is networking, and then what is it? Yeah, and then Leanne mentioned resilience too, because just with resilience, the online world is not there's mean people in the online world. So you have to be resilient in the sense that create a very thick skin, because there's a lot of people that will just poke at you and just say mean things, and you just have to learn to brush it off, because if you were on your own doing this business and you got those comments, it'd be really tough. But because that we are such a global community, we have thousands of people, we do masterminds, we teach people about personal development and how to avoid these sort of things or don't use their energy on these sort of people. We as a group and as mentors and coaches can help people who are starting off in this type of business to just learn to brush it off, because those people don't know you. I've gotten so many mean comments about me being a nurse, switching over into entrepreneurship, saying that I'm an evil person, all this stuff. I mean, I'm saying the most kindest words. He said even most like really mean words, but yeah, it's just building resilience to just overcome those hardships and those negative people that you will encounter in this online world. So yeah, that's all else I had to add into it, Georgia.
Thank you. And resilience is a huge factor, and consistency. That's one of the things that I want to touch on most. Consistency is key to succeeding. If you're not consistent in what you're doing, people are going to forget about you. Okay? You don't want to be forgotten. As an entrepreneur, you want to get known. You want people to say, oh, I know Georgia. Oh, I know Paulo. I know them. Oh, yeah, I see them all over the place. You want to be consistent in your posting, in your advertising, in talking to people, whatever it is. See, the thing is, in our online business, we don't have to network. But if you're doing a different business and you have to network, you have to be consistent with your networking. Whatever it is you're doing as an entrepreneur and whatever your business is, you have to be consistent. And the thing is you don't think the first couple of weeks or the first couple of days you're going to be seeing booming rates and people interested in whatever. It's you being consistent, then continuously seeing you and you branding yourself in their head. That is going to be like a wake-up call. Who is this person? Why do I keep seeing them? Or what are they selling? All right, let me take a look at it. It dawns on them finally. One day they have a little bit of time to themselves. And they're like, all right, let me check this out, right? Because that's the way it goes. I'm totally like that, Paulo. Sometimes I keep seeing ads come up and ads come up and ads come up, and I'm like, okay, let me take time to really look at it. Now, even a post, I'll be totally honest with you. There's so many, posts going around, same meme, same whatever, or same godly, script. And sometimes I'm just passing it by. I need to get to my business. I'm doing something. And then finally, I'm like, I've seen this so many times. Let me just read it. Let me read it. It just keeps popping up. I might as well read it. If it's gonna, keeps popping up. It's so popular right now, and it's just how it goes. So thank you for that, Paulo. God bless you. So why don't we go to another lovely lady. Why don't we go to Uma? Uma, why don't you introduce yourself for us and tell us, what is the best tips you got for succeeding as an entrepreneur?
Thank you so much, Coach Georgia. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me. My name is Uma, and I was born in India. I came to this country at the age of 11. Currently, I'm working in the school system as a student assistance coordinator. I live here with my husband and my daughter in the United States, and I started this business last year. Just to kind of sum it up and give you a little background of myself. One of the best tips, my personal best tips that I can give you to succeed is believing in yourself. I think that is the most important things. I agree with everyone that, you guys we have to have a clear vision, continuous learning, effective time management, building a strong network is also just as important. Just like we have this amazing network going on, right? Embracing failures and resilience. All these things were covered by all these amazing business partners. But if we don't have that self drive, that self motivation, the desire, um, I call it the burning desire to succeed and to become the next, millionaire, to build your own empire. You have to want it so badly, then everything else kind of just stays in the background and it kind of all falls into place because believing in yourself, believing in the business, and practicing affirmations. I truly, truly believe in that, and I practice that. And the second thing is having the support of the community. We have amazing community, that is always there to encourage, support, guide us. You're never alone in this business. And we get to work with like minded people. I mean, what business out there that will give you that kind of support? I mean, let me tell you, I've tried my hands at many different things, but this is where I call my home. I feel like I've come home um, to this business. That's how much I don't know, self worth it has given me. It has given me so much passion and desire, and put myself out there because of this business that I can help other people, you know, reach their dreams and help them make their dreams come true. So it all comes down to believing in yourself and how badly you want it. So let's all achieve our dreams and help others achieve their dreams. So back at you, Coach. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, and you have someone who is more on the spiritual side of things and saying believe in yourself. But that's the key part. Anybody watching right now, if you don't believe in yourself, you really can't depend on anybody else to believe. And as much as all of us are supportive, and we are, it really does bottle down at the end of the day when you close that laptop and you don't see us, or you close that phone, you're stuck on your by yourself, in your bedroom, in your home, in your shower, at the gym, wherever you are, at work. And it's that that scared feeling. Can I do this? No, I can't do this. Because your mind messes with you. Your conscious, talks you down a lot of times. Believe me, I've had that happen to me. I've literally went to the biggest, conferences in our online business community where these people are making millions of dollars, and they're looking at me and asking me for advice. And I'm thinking, what are they looking to me for advice? I want advice from them. Why are they talking to me and trying to get info from me? But it really does just show you, like, you're your worst critic. You don't think good enough about yourself. Okay, so if we think as wonderful about ourselves as we do of our you know, whoever we're so inspired by, imagine where you'll be. You know, there was a saying, an inspirational speaker was saying, if you were, if you could get whatever it is that you dreamed of, or you could be whoever it is that you want to be, what would you be? What would you do? You know, how would your life turn? What would you plan in that day? And do it as if you already have it all. You know, imagine that mindset that I got everything I ever wanted and I'm there. I'm at that point. I reached that milestone. Now what am I going to do? You know, live your life like that. Of course, you know, you don't have that $1 million or whatever, you know, but you're going to live your mindset like that, right? Your mindset is key, because even though I'm not where I want to be, right? I assume it. I thank God for it in advance. I have little visions, you know, all over on my mirrors or on my books, or, you know, there's always something that I'm writing out. So I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, girl, and the support. The thing is that once your mindset is there, and it's like you got the support in the background that's continuously reminding you, hey, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Because there was a round of people today that I went to go check on. I love my business partners, and I checked on a few of them. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Let's Zoom. Oh, okay, we can Zoom. You know, and they want to Zoom right away, and I didn't expect it. I'm like, I don't have time. Okay, how about tomorrow? But they're like, yeah, yeah. So, you know, sometimes they just need a little bit of picking up. We need to pick them up. That's a key to also being a great entrepreneur. Because if you're an entrepreneur, most likely you have a team. Most likely you have somebody below you that, or on the side of you, or even above you, that you can help, that you can inspire. Whatever the case may be, you could do it, right? You have to have that leadership, which I'm just spitting out what I want to talk about. I'll save that. So, thank you, Uma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, our business partners are not below us. They're always by our side, because we don't take any of their money. Because we don't take any of their money. God bless. Okay, now why don't we go to you, Amit? I'm very curious on what you're going to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Congratulations on your buyer today and all your successes. I've seen it. Just before I came on, I Zoomed with Amit, and I've seen all successes and everything he's doing, and you're doing absolutely incredible. So please give us tips on how to succeed as an entrepreneur.
Sure. Thanks. Thanks for that. Yeah, a bit about myself. My name's Ahmed. Been in this business now for 5 years, and it's been an incredible journey. I work full time. I still love my job. Unlike a lot of people these days, they're joining the business for the complete opposite. But you could also enjoy your job and come home and do this on the side, right? And we say it's on the side, but it's just when you're at home, you're relaxing. Right now, I'm just sitting in my room on my computer, right? How many people are out there right now just sitting on their couch, sitting in their room on the couch, and just looking at their screen? Right? Look at, yeah, we're all multitasking, right? And after this, you could easily just go out, right? If you're someone with a busy family, busy schedule, you could easily just pop on 2-3 hours, do their business, go leave, go do errands with your business, go do errands with your family. I mean, I take care of my mom. Anytime I need to step away here, I could just go help her, go out, do errands, come back, sit down, work on my business again, right? It's easy. I'm relaxing. As a job, I'm a full-time firefighter. I love it. I'm not looking to stop doing that anytime soon. It's something that I'm really passionate about. And that passion also I bring to this business. So I love seeing people change. I love people when they come to this business. Sometimes they're struggling. Sometimes they just need something else for them and their family. And we're able to provide that. And just to see the change of emotion, the change in their lives, being able to see them succeed is something that we are all passionate about here, and that's what we all strive for. A few things I want to talk about. It's been mentioned again, but of course, when you come here, we want to see you come here with passion. But not only that, that's always fueled by purpose, and you need to have a purpose and a vision and a goal when you come to this business. Just like anything else, just in life, if you don't have goals, then you have nothing to strive for. And you kind of just lost, and you get stuck in the routine of work, eat, sleep, repeat, or whatever it may be that you're doing. on a daily basis. You kind of get stuck in that routine. But if you have a purpose, you have something that's driving you to wake up earlier, to stay later at work, to stay up at night, things that are helping you become a better you, whatever that may be, only you know that, right? And dig deep. If you're someone that's unaware or you don't have that right now, it's okay. Take a few minutes at night when you're going to sleep, when you wake up, think about it. What is it that you want to achieve in life? What is it that you ultimately want for yourself? What are those goals? When you dream, what do you dream of? What do you dream of seeing yourself for? So all those things are things that we want to not know, but we want to know that you have that. And that's what's going to drive you to show up every single day, even on those days that you're tired, you don't want to come, you don't want to work on your business, you just want to go home and sleep. Well, spend 1 hour or 2 hours on your business. That's what's going to ultimately help you succeed, is that drive, that fuel. Do it for your kids, do it for your parents, your grandparents, your significant other, or ultimately do it for yourself, right? We often forget about ourselves. We cannot forget about that. That's the most important person in the world, is yourself, right? Our bodies are built to help us survive, but our happiness, we have to create our own happiness. So remember that. Continuous learning is also something that you got to strive for, because ultimately we are on the internet. Things are always changing, and just think about how many times you log onto Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the layout is different, or things are structured differently. But that doesn't mean, oh no, you have to go learn it. Don't worry, you got a team, right? When you come into this business, you get a coach and a mentor right away, and we all work together to help you succeed. We also have an amazing training site. Also, all these social media platforms, they're user friendly. They're there to help us. They want people to use their platforms. So they'll always have tips and tricks on what the new updates are. You always have YouTube. A lot of other social media gurus are on there telling you about all the updates. And then at the end of the day, you always have Dr. Google to help to save you if you can't find your way around. Also, build a strong team. And in this business, you will always be brought into a team. You'll always have a coach and a mentor, right? And that coach and mentor most likely knows a lot of other people in this business. And that's how we all collaborate here on this webinar, on this live, right? I haven't met any of these people except Paulo and Georgia in person, but I see all of them on a weekly basis and we talk, right? So that's just how this business works. We collaborate with each other, we build each other. I have weaknesses that people here or have strengths in, and I learn from them, and vice versa. My strengths are their weaknesses. We all help each other collab, right? We all help. There's people here that if you don't know of what to do, although we have the training site, everyone has access to that. If I don't understand that, I could rely on any of them to help me. So building a strong team is key. Always bring new things to the table. I know that these last few days, I had a few things that I thought of doing in this business. And before we came live, I zoomed with George and I was like, I had these ideas. Like, what do you think about them? Like, are these good ideas? Is this bad or good? And she gave me her feedback and we're going to move forward with them. So it's always bringing new ideas to the table, trying to think outside the box. How can I improve? What can I improve? Look at your business, right? Look at what every other person is doing. If you follow the steps of a successful person and you're just looking at what they're doing and emulate it and just copy it pretty much and make it your own in a way, how can you not succeed, right? They all say, if I can do it, you can too. And it's true. And nothing's stopping you to that other than your mind. And someone's said it before, believe in yourself, because you guys are all worthy of an opportunity of this, and you all have success in you. Just you have to bring it out, right? Adaptability is another thing, right? Adaptability is a key thing. Being able to adapt to certain circumstances. You might meet someone, they might not be able to learn it a certain way. So hey, just adapt and try to figure out what's the best way for them to learn, and teach them in that certain way, right? Coming up with new ideas, bring it to the table, help them understand. Maybe they're not someone that can focus on video. They're more of a hands-on person. So letting them do everything when they're setting up their Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, letting them have the hands-on experience. is a thing. And I know that's for me. I could watch someone do something, but the best way for me to learn, I know, is I have to do it, right? You gotta let me take control. You gotta let me do this. And then just doing that over and over again is the best way for me. So adaptability, learning things new, and learning every day. And last thing I had on my list here is resiliency, and that's been spoken of many times, right? This business is just like in any other business. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have really bad days, and ultimately it's gonna go like a wave. But when you're on a high, you're on a high, and you got to remember those highs when you're at your low. But when you're on your low, it's okay, because we all ultimately have each other, right? We all have each other to rely on. We all do that. We do this 4 times a week. This is what will bring you up. And we also have our bigger mastermind of our whole community come together once a week, and we all share our successes there. We all share our losses there. We all share improvements on social media that we could all be doing on a weekly basis to improve our businesses, right? Our business is very transparent, and every time that one person sees something, or a way to advertise new, or a way to that boosts their business, they come on there and they share it with us, right? So if you're on a low, go out there, try something new. There's always different things that we come up with in our business that will help other business owners achieve success. And that's what we're all about, helping each other achieve success, not letting anyone down, and ultimately bring the hard work. And we're here for you to help you every step of the way. I'll just keep talking on and on. So back to you, George. Thanks, everyone.
Well, I love hearing you talk. So you're doing absolutely amazing. And this brainiac always brings something good to the table. Let's just put it like that. So, like, he comes to me for advice, and he comes up making this huge change in our business and community that, like, benefits so many people and himself and myself. I'm like, well, that's a really good idea. And so it's always good to have that different perspective, and listening, learning and listening. Before I used to just, talk. I'm a good talker when it comes needed, right? But before, I would just, like, when I was younger, I wanted to get my opinion right out. The thing is a lot of people do that. I notice a lot of people do that because I watch it. As an entrepreneur, and as you're meeting so many people, and as you're coaching, and as people just want to air out what they want to say. They're not quite listening to you. They're like, okay, when that person finishes, then I'm going to say what I want to say. But when you become a boss, when you become an entrepreneur, you start to sit back and listening and learning, and you don't care about even saying anything. You just now want to sit and learn. You're like, I want to learn. I talked about this before. I went to a huge, like, crazy another meetup we had, where it was like, literally, it would cost somebody $20,000-$30,000 to get the information we learned. And somebody came to me and was talking to me. She's one of my really good friends in this business, Mildred. And this woman is telling me all these valuable things. This woman's a millionaire. She makes tons of money. And I love her. She loves me. And she looks up to me, and I look up to her. And somebody from the side is coming and talking just gibberish. And this woman is telling us all the secrets to her success. And I'm just focused on, I'm looking at this woman, I'm like, I want to tell her, what's wrong with you? Stop talking and talking about nonsense. This woman is giving us all the tips. Sit back and listen. I didn't want to be rude because she's also a friend of mine. So I didn't say nothing. But at the same time, I'm like, this woman should be listening. We should be learning and listening. If we see somebody is a millionaire, and we see that somebody is succeeding above and beyond, what should we do? We should be listening to everything they're saying. And I did, and I incorporated some of her stuff, and I succeeded. So listening is key in learning. You have to learn, you have to jump out of your old ways and sometimes learn something new, right? But if your way is working, keep going and go full force that way. But if your way's not working and somebody has something to bring to the table, learn it. Like Amit said, copy it, but make it your own, right? Because we make sure we don't copy each other's ads or anything like that. But You had so many good tips. Oh my goodness, I can keep going on about like touching on all those things, but everybody heard it, so I won't take much more time. Thank you, Amit. God bless you, and thank you for bringing such amazing tips to our entrepreneurship, to our community, to our business. Thank you for all that you do. God bless you and everyone on here. Paulo too. Okay, let's go to Rita. How are you doing, Rita? Let's introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, Perez, and tell us how to become successful as an entrepreneur. Best tips.
Okay, well, thank you very much for having me. My name is Rita, and do you want to speak to her or?
Go on. Sorry.
Okay. My name is Rita. I'm from Nigeria. Just like I always say, I've been in Spain for so many years now, and I'm new in this business, so I'm only here to learn. Okay, even though I'm new in this business, I'm still learning a lot. Okay, so in regards to this, to the topic of today, my colleagues have already said it. My business partners have already said a lot of things that I've been thinking about, but I just want to add little understanding of mine, okay, in regards to the topic. Well, all I want to say is going to be short, okay, just not to compare with anybody, as in compare in a way that, oh, she is in level uh, 3A now, and I'm still in level 1A. Oh, this is so bad. What am I doing wrong? Or something like that. Okay. So then I start feeling bad and so on and so forth. I start comparing myself too much to other of my business partners. So I feel so bad about that. Then that makes me to not go along or not go on with my business. That is not how entrepreneur works. Okay. We shouldn't compare to anybody. Just continue to focus. Okay, get to focus, and just like you said, Coach Georgia, learn to be a good listener, because a good leader learns how to listen very well. If you really want to become a good uh, leader, you will learn how to listen. Not only listen, you will learn how to be a servant, because it's not only being a leader. When you are a leader, you shouldn't be a servant. No, you have to learn how to be a servant for you to be a good leader. What do I mean by that? Most of your business partners, they come to you just like you gave an example of Ahmed, giving you tips about that, and you are listening, and then you work on what he tells you. You are not only a good leader, you are a good servant. And also, it makes your business to be growing every day by day. So that is also another tips to succeed in entrepreneurship. So if you're a good listener and a good servant, I swear I can assure you that your business will work in a wonderful way. So despite that, if you want that success a lot, don't compare with anybody. Try not to be too as in you know a lot about everything, and then you think that any ideas is not the best idea at all. No, the best thing is just get to know what to do and what to say to other people, and to respect is the part of leadership. Okay, if you want to be a good entrepreneur, learn how to respect people. If you are able to respect people, more successes, more advantages will be for you. And no matter how high, how your level is in this business, that does not mean that you should look down on any other person. Try not to look down on anybody, because we are all equal. Even though you are at the top, we are still the same. Okay, this is my little tips about to succeed as an entrepreneur. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. Although don't compare yourself to others, but do get inspired. And when I first started this business, I literally would see all these successes and I would say, why am I not succeeding? What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? I would tell my mentor, and he'd be like, yeah, he didn't know that, he's in the same business, right? So then I started to watch our masterminds, and they started to go over people's success stories. And these people, like, they literally, did so much to get to where they're at. And they put way more time into their business than I did. And I was like, bingo, I gotta put more time. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, if your successes, like, depends on your efforts and right mindset, we talked about that, faith. So if you don't have any efforts, but you have the faith, nothing's gonna work out. So you can't go whining and writing things online that are business is crap when you didn't do anything. Because we have had people like literally write up so horrible things about us, and I know exactly who these people are. I'm like, wait a minute, you never advertised a day in your life. You didn't do anything. You didn't even work on your business. If you would take all the time to writing this paragraph and to make an ad, you would have been booming right now. If you don't put no time into what you're doing, you're not going to succeed. If you don't have faith in what you're doing, then that ad is going to be like very negative energy, and it's not even going to be a good ad. It's just going to be thrown out there. Oh, whatever. Let's just put an ad out there and see if it goes good, because I already know this ain't going to go good. So it's like your energy's not there. Before we went live, I was on an ad with Amit, and I was like, Amit, was that after I was upset or before I was upset? Because I'm like, this ad is booming. It has good energy. He's like, that was before. I'm like, good. Because that day, I remember being upset that day. And I remember we did the ad, and I don't remember if I did it while I was upset or before. And it's like, I'm like that. I'm totally feng shui. I'm totally about energy. I'm, Christian. I believe, in things, so I was asking him, and he was like, it was beforehand, and I was like, okay, so that had good energy. So if your mindset's a mess, and I know this is kind of off topic of what you was talking about, Rita, but you talked about don't compare yourself to others, and that's about mindset. If your mindset's a mess, go out, have a coffee, go for a walk, do some workout, do something, get your mind in a better state, and then create the ad, or then do your work. Because it's never a good idea to do something in such a bad negative mindset. Get your mindset straight. Get your energy up. Focus on how, the good in your life, and it will make you feel better about yourself, better about your situation, better about where you're at right now in your business, in whatever it is you're working on. So thank you, Rita. God bless you. Okay, so we have Anita. Anita, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for us and tell us what is the best tips for being a successful entrepreneur? Oh, you're on mute there. You're still on mute. You're still on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you. There you go.
Okay, hi. Hi, my name is Amita, and currently I live in Los Angeles now, and I'm in online business since 1 year, and I want to give some best tips to succeed. I'm an entrepreneur, so obviously I want to give some tips to succeed as an entrepreneur. A successful entrepreneur must have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and set specific goals to work towards. They must have a good communication for sales and be flexible who are generating business plans and successful to succeed as an entrepreneur. They must have a quality to learn from others, continuous learning from others, and find a mentor like customers and clients. Be ambitious what they for their business plans and goals, and always stay updated. Give yourself a creative space and take an ability to take risk of a business, and the most important long-term relationships with the customers and inspire those around you, inspire around you, and of course, a good good network and communications with others. These are the qualities to be or succeed as an entrepreneur. I think so.
I love that. I love that. And that was amazing. Those are all like, I want to emphasize on all those. Those are absolutely amazing. Good job, girl. Yeah, really, I like how you said like having a good relationship with your customers. And in our case, maybe we don't exactly have the transaction as customers, but our online business owners, we do have a good relationship with everybody, so that way we help them succeed above and beyond. And it's important to, we talk about mindset. It's important to have that good mindset. It's important to have, that the ability to smile, to smile, have that good relationship with that customer or that business partner, even if you're having a bad day. It's not, say, let's just put on a face for everybody, but it's more of, don't let your feelings interfere with your business and your goals and your focus, because some people are just like, oh my goodness, George is a robot, she goes full force and this and that. But really and truly, it's all about, your goals. Focus on your goals and let nothing interfere. But thank you, thank you, thank you, Anita. God bless you.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
maybe I'll go back and replay that, because it was so quick how you went through those. Maybe I'll go back
Oh,
and
yeah,
look at the other ones.
the successful entrepreneur means you must be flexible for everyone, generating business plans and to the customers, and you are always continuous to learning. You are always learning, no? As we are learning here,
Yeah, I love that. I
as
love
we are
that. Thank
learning here, no? And always be ambitious, that we have to achieve and set our goal. What we need, what you need in this business. We must be very ambitious and be very we have to. And be ambitious means we must be focused on our work and stay updated. We must have energy. We must have some energy also.
I love that. And
We must be
the business,
energetic. Yeah.
yeah, like the fire, like I think Uma was saying that, the fire for your business, the fire for, you know, life, that will give you that ambitious, that will give you that, that energy to focus on your goals, to focus on your business. So thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful. I guess I'll go ahead. So I'm going to introduce myself a little bit. So I'm a mom of 5. I'm here in Barcelona, Spain, which I'm super grateful for being here. I'm from West Kelowna, BC, and originally from Toronto, Ontario area, and I was born New Jersey. My mom was American, my dad was Canadian, and I was brought up actually in an entrepreneur mindset. My mom and dad always had businesses, so I think I was always brought up with a mindset in that way. And it was throughout my time of learning and growing, and there's so many mistakes I made as an entrepreneur, believe me. And I think I got a lot of good tips for you guys today, so stay tuned. So I might be a little bit longer than everybody, but I really have some good stuff to talk about. I really want to talk about the subject. So this is funny that it came up, and I know it's going to be a little bit blunt to some people, but it's funny how it came up. I think it was yesterday. I seen Elon Musk's ex-wife talking about, I was with someone and he was such a great entrepreneur. He's the most richest person in the world, Elon Musk, by the way. So, and you know what? I learned something. There was something about him, that he did that made him successful. He said no a lot. And the thing is you're going to think of this as a negative thing, but I've been saying no a lot lately. A lot of people's been trying to pull me here, right, left, center, here, there, phone calls, come to this party, come here. And I'm like, no. And they don't understand. They're like, okay, she's pretty mean. Like, no, I'm focusing on my dreams. I have my kids, we're going to Barcelona, we're going here, we're doing this, you know, so I've been noticing that since I've been saying no, the checks are getting fatter. The successes are coming in more, and I'm spending more time on my dreams. So if you're going to be a great entrepreneur, you're going to have to learn to say no to that friend that wants to take you out drinking. You're going to have to say no to that friend who wants to bring you out for that dinner party. You're going to have to say no to that phone call that you know it's going to take an hour out of your day. You're going to have to say no to certain things that's a time waster. Okay? Those are time wasters. You're going to have to make sure you go full force in your dream as an entrepreneur. And then you will have the time you need to have for your children, for your family, for whatever it is, which my children are always included, but I'm just talking about unnecessary outings, unnecessary, places going. It's a fact. If you want to succeed, if you want to be a great entrepreneur, you're going to have to say no to the nonsenses and the time wasters and the things that are going to waste your time. Okay, because your time is very, 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 very valuable. Every single minute of your day, every single hour, every single day, every year, everything, it's very valuable. Okay, you are valuable. You are the most valuable thing ever. Just think of that. You can make $1 billion. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. So if you value yourself and you value your time, you're going to make sure that only valuable things enter into your life, into your circle, into what you're doing. Like I said, I know this may sound like really harsh to some people, but I've learned this as an entrepreneur. I've learned this as a person. I've learned that a lot of people took a lot of my valuable time away. And these people didn't know that they're doing that. They're just doing their own thing in their own lives. And it's not that they're bad people. A lot of them are great people, but the thing is a lot of people just will pull you into their circle, into their life, and they're, not on the same path as you. They're not focused. Okay, they're not. You're on this path and you're going to the top. You're skyrocketing so quickly and so high, nothing could stop you. So keep on going and don't let nothing or no one interfere. Now, your family's important. So don't forget to spend time with your family as you're doing this, because you can lose them. Okay, because I've seen this. I've seen entrepreneurs literally forget about their family, and when it comes time to their deathbed, they're like, I wish I would have spent time with my family. It's not. Family's important. Your family inside your home, important, very important. So that's something. Now, on the other hand, it's going to flip the script, is saying yes to opportunity quickly, not giving too much thought, going full force towards it. Although doing your due diligence and investigating, make sure it's not a scam, make sure it's good quality, making sure you got all the stats going on, making sure the people are, whatever the case may be, but making the decision quick and going full force. If you get too much thought, you're going to lose time, and you also might lose the opportunity. Believe me, I've seen it myself. I've seen there's been many things that I lost opportunity on things. And I'm like, wow, I should have did it. I should have started. I should have went towards it. I've seen that. So a lot of the billionaires, they don't give time to think. They go for it full force. But the thing is, they also have good judgment. They're very smart. Like, they already know everything about it by even looking at that piece of paper or whatever it is. So these entrepreneurs, a lot of them, they have a lot of knowledge. So obviously you're going to be quick to make that decision, but you're going to have that knowledge. So whatever it is that you need to make that decision about, do a quick analysis of it, read it, find out about it, go towards it. When it comes to this business, like I've said, I've seen people look for the worst things on earth possible. If there's some negative comments or whatever, and they see one and they're like, no, it's a scam. Believe me, there's going to be negative comments out there. So definitely making your decisions quick when it comes to opportunities. Like, don't lose those opportunities, because a lot of them, they'll change your life. But obviously, like me as an online business owner, there's a lot of scams in the online world, so be careful. This business is legit. Going full force, going 10x, Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone it. That's what he says, 10x. So if you're going to go towards your business, your career, well, we're talking about entrepreneurship right now, but whatever it is that you're going towards as an entrepreneur, Go full force, go 10x. Put your post on 10 different social media accounts. Okay, post 10 times a day. If you got the money or, to advertise, or if you got the time to post those free ads, then go for it. Grant Cardone talked about pulling in about $3 million in just a couple months from free advertisement. And he has a whole slew of team that's dishing out these ads. Imagine if you could dish out these free ads in a couple months and make 100,000. Because I'm sure he has maybe like 20 people dishing out these for him, so he made more. So imagine if you could do that. I see it for myself. I make thousands of dollars. Okay, I've made so much money on free ads. You can do it. Just post, put your ads out there. Be seen. You have your good, amazing business. Get it out there. Advertise it. Tell the world about it. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger said. Now, here's another thing. You see me throwing out all of these people's names that are all billionaires, millionaires, entrepreneurs, famous. That's because that's also something I do. I listen and watch inspirational videos every morning when I get up. I put it on. Okay. And I also, when I first wake up, I write down what I'm grateful for. I write down 11 things. They say 10 things, but 11 things. Sometimes I skip. Sometimes I know I miss some days. And I try to do it before bed too. Write down 11 things. And then I write down like another 7 things of what I so desire, as if I already received it. I write it down that I have it. And I envision it. And I'm like, yes. And it's actually happened. And I write things down on my mirrors. And I look at myself and I tell myself, I even say it, I am a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, whatever it is your goal is, you say it. And getting back to the inspirational speakers, like surround yourself with inspirational people too. And they say you are the sum of the 5 people you surround. Surround yourself with successful people. If you see that person, all these people around you are not successful, they're unhappy, they're going through debt, they're going through problems, and they're like, think, I might need a new circle. And this is it. So you found your circle here. There's 5 of us left. Now, I promised you guys a free gift. I have a lot more to say. Oh my goodness, I could be talking all night, but I don't want to end without giving you guys a free gift. Our free gift is our free workshop that we often talk about. But today, I want to offer it in a way as this gift is so precious. This gift changed my life 4.5 years ago. My life is a dream life. I keep seeing something and it says, for 5 years ago, you dreamt of the life you are now having. And I always see that. And I'm like, I'm here in Spain. I'm in Barcelona, Spain. Living my dream. Just got a new car in this crazy, beautiful house with a lift and marble floors. And it has 5 floors. And my son is training for professional soccer. I just put my daughters in art school with this beautiful Italian lady, and she's such an amazing artist, and just there's so many amazing things happening for me. I cannot continue to tell you how this business will change your life. Don't listen to the naysayers. Okay, don't try to search up like negative things. You're only going to see positive. Try searching up something positive about our online business and our online business community, and watch what you will see. Here today, you've seen it. Because there's always going to be someone that tries to down it because they didn't succeed, or because, sorry to say, there's haters. But hey, it's okay. If you get haters, there's something good going on in your life. So click on that link, add your name and your email, and watch our free workshop, and you will not be disappointed. You'll see the workshop that I hosted. Once you add your name and email, you'll be taken right away to the replay. And then if you can't watch the replay right now, you get a link to come join us live, or also to watch the replay. So, and then we'll add you into our Earn Online community, our free Facebook group, so you can see more about the business. So thank you all. God bless you. And thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for another episode tomorrow. So God bless all. See you on the other side. Click that link, add your name and your email. You won't be disappointed.